Every night, my mother would secretly kiss me on the forehead while I pretended to sleep. I told her on Mother's Day that I loved her for that, but she called me silly and said that she never did. Everybody celebrated Neil Armstrong, Buzz Aldrin, and Michael Collins when they returned from the moon. Why am I the only one that remembers there were only 2 astronauts on the mission when they left? Another young couple came in through the door, and I hurried to get a table ready, sighing, "Weekends are always so busy." Car accidents, murderers, drug overdoses. It's always the worst shift in the morgue. When I swallowed a bee, I was terrified of it stinging my throat from the inside. When I noticed the honey dripping from my nose, I realized there were much worse possibilities. The neighbors warned me to beware of the scarecrows behind my new house, but when I looked back over the dense field that night, I couldn't help but laugh. After all, I didn't see a single scarecrow attached to any of the poles sticking out from the crops. I watched the serial killer lock all the doors in my house while chuckling and smiling to himself. He realized, as me and my family crawled down from the roof, that we weren't locked in with him. He was locked in with us. The young girl had dropped her phone under the bed and had to kneel down to get it. I held my breath, hoping she wouldn't see me. There once was a necromancer named Mai, who could raise nothing larger than a fly. Each townfolk and hero thought her a zero, until her undead swarms drained their blood dry. I clutched the negative pregnancy test in my shaking hand, willing it to say something different. As I watched my swollen stomach contort and bulge with the shape of unfamiliar limbs, I had to accept that whatever was growing in me, it wasn't a baby. Mommy always screams when I show up inside the house soaking wet. She keeps telling me she didn't want me to die, but I know she heard me cry for help when I was drowning in our pool. I waved a tearful goodbye as my lover left the bunker, promising he would be back as soon as he could with food for me and our newborn baby. But his phone fell out of his pocket when he was climbing the ladder to leave, and with how many notifications he's gotten from family and friends in the last hour, I'm starting to wonder if there was ever a nuclear war at all. "I'm so sorry, ma'am. It seems our geneticist made an error and your baby ended up with brown eyes. No need to worry. We already sent her to the incinerator and started work on a free replacement." As I dragged my mangled, bloodied body up the steps, I noticed the serene beauty of the sunrise from the bridge. No matter. I must make sure I land on my head this time.